the month, and then I don't know when I ever do black braids again. I'm gonna be honest.
I love that.
Because I was like, I kept looking. I didn't want a loud purple, so I was like, I want to do something a little different. Yeah. So here we are. We sitting here all plumbing, whatever.
But you know, black women can do just about anything.
Because we're magical.
We're magical. Like
we're magical until you know.
Magical.
Okay, we're magical. So
sound like you're about to lead into.
I ain't trying my best.
You are.
You're
trying.
I am trying my best because people forget who I am. All right. So let's talk about it. Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yes.
The past 2 episodes, and let me just first be out. Y'all know that is my guilty pleasures, reality TV.
Yes.
That's my guilty pleasure. And Real Housewives was really, I was getting a little bored, I hate fake storylines. So the whole, you know, forcing it and everything like that. I'm just not with it. However, they had 2 weeks ago, we had a bachelorette party for Cynthia, who can we just give it a one time for this season? Mike Hill's facial expression.
Oh yeah.
Todd Tucker's facial expression.
Oh yeah.
When Ish was going down, I will watch just for that. Plus they Leos. Both of them are Leos. Yes. I just want to point it out. Both of them are Leos. But I love their facial expression. They just don't be with the shit.
And they'll zoom in too.
Yeah, I love it. Mm-hmm. I love it when men don't let the shenanigans take away their dudeness. You know what I'm saying? Like they're a whole dude out of here.
I love Mike. Like
I love he like
his personality and his stance and character. Yeah. Like, you did what?
Yeah. Or either Todd, you like, nah, man,
no.
Yeah, right. I love that. I definitely love that. But the ladies went to is Island Palms and I want to go there. It looks so
really
pretty.
Nice.
Yeah, I want to go there. It looked real nice. And when they got there, had Candy recreated the dungeon, brought in Bolo. I
don't know why I laugh every time we say Bolo this shit.
He is, you know what? I actually have had opportunity to interview him. I've been trying to get on a show. Bolo, if you're watching this, I'm talking about you. But he is like he's so super cool and laid back. You wouldn't think. You know, a lot of people had a misconception that when he's off, you know, he's all, you know, don't talk like. Just as
nice though.
Yeah, he is. Just one of the sweetest guys you ever want to meet. He really is. Shout out to Cleveland because for whatever reason, I don't know what they put in that water up in Cleveland, which trying to make that thing long and big.
Bolo, the street.
You know what I'm saying? Every dude I met from Cleveland looks like that below the belt. Cleveland, from the land. I'm telling you.
I've known one person from Cleveland.
One person. And I'm telling you, something they put in the water. Shout out to Savannah James, girl. I know why you stay around, girl. So they had Bolo come in and he did a little striptease. They did a little bachelorette party, had them all dressed up, and then they said, hey, can we turn off the cameras and everything?
Yeah, they want to have fun for real.
They want to have fun for real. And I'll be honest, I think that was the biggest mistake right there. Like if the cameras are rolling, it's just, even if the cameras are not rolling, the mics are rolling.
Right.
And I understand why they did.
Or did they not think it could pick up audio, like, because for
the part that I think is the scandal, it didn't catch that. So we got a chance to see. Yeah. Apparently, when Portia gets a little hint to say, she likes the lay days.
The lay day. I think she likes the lay days with or without.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. But however, you got to see her and LaToya make out, who is one of the newer housewives. And then later on, in the next episode, we got a chance to see Kenya really go in about she heard some sex noises.
Yeah.
Later on, Marlo confirmed that she heard sex noises. Later on, Candy even confirmed she heard sex noises. So the conversation has now been. First of all, let's just keep it all the way above. If you are loud doing sex, you can't have sexcapades on group trips with people who don't like you or might not have it in your favor.
Right.
You can't do that. You can't. Because
your business is already out. Like
you cannot.
And turn some music on. Or
yeah.
something.
However, because there are people who don't follow the code. Now, me personally, if we all go on a trip and you get your freak on, you all right, girl? I'm all right. All right, I'm going to bed. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to high five you the next morning like, girl, I heard you all the way over here.
You good in there?
You know what I'm saying? Was it that? Are you that loud or was it that good? And high five, but no one else is going to know because this is what happened on the trip. It's just, to me, it's just girl code. Yeah, it's girl code. So go, Jesse, go. Did Kenya break girl code by drilling in the whole fact of I heard sex noises coming from one room? Why do you think that?
Absolutely. And you know what? We could say, because they're not on the best of terms right now, or because they're not technically friends, that she may not owe that to her. But the fact that they're residing, like, closely, they've gone out of town, they're sleeping, like, under the same roof, just for that should be off limits. Like, anything that happened on the trip, you've agreed that you're going to be in the same space. Don't go back discussing and laying it all out. If it comes out, it comes out. So yeah, I definitely think Kenya broke.
You broke code.
She broke code.
Stuff you just don't do.
That was.
Yeah, I just won't do that. Like I said, we on the trip. What happened on the trip, stay on the trip.
It stays on the trip.
But in the same token, though, you have to know who you're traveling with. That's why I'm very peculiar. I'm very picky about who I travel with. The last group trip that I took was to Jacksonville, Florida, and it was so chill and laid back. However, that's all anyone knows. Like, if any dirt that we may or may not have done, nobody knows.
As it should be.
As it should be. It should be. Because regardless if they were on her and Kenya on good terms or not, you're still on that show together. You're still connected.
You're on that show, your coworkers, your castmates, you're under the same roof at times. You're dealing with some of the same things behind the scenes together as black women. So aside from all of that, she definitely broke the code. That wasn't your place.
It was not. And for those that are joining us on social media and everything, please, girl code. What are the rules today? We're gonna talk about that. What are the rules to girl code? What are the do's and don'ts of girl code? Not, let's just put it on that thing. It is a thing. It's like, and it's the same thing I say with men when they say bros before hoes. It's still a thing.
They stay on it. So yeah, what happened to ours? What happened to like really sticking to the code of ethics for each other? Like,
I don't understand it.
Even if I don't do it for us as a personal relationship, sometimes you got to make a decision strictly out of respect for another woman and understand the situation.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got to talk about girl code.
Talk about what as far as girl code, how does that go? And the rules to it. So we'll definitely talk about that. But I do, as far as with Kenya, and that's why you have to be careful when the cameras are rolling, how you act. Because when that ass got home, Mark said, I don't want you, but I want you to pay me.
And I think that maybe that's why hurt people. Like, she's so used to, she'll come out in the group as like the big bad bully and I read people, but with Mark, she folds. I wish you would.
That's that Leo in him, baby.
Talk to him. What is Kenya?
Huh?
What is Kenya?
Stupid. With that,
she folds.
The marriage has never seemed genuine to me.
Yeah, it was always.
It's just something that
political and business and structure.
Something that's just not right. And when I look at Mark, what I get is a sense of I sense that he said, "This is who I am. I do what I do. You deal with it or you don't." I don't know. I just get that vibe from him.
No, you're right. I did. I covered a media event once, and they were there, and she was super sweet. But he was very like attached to her the entire night. It was very guarded and very like.
And I don't think he wanted this. I don't think he wanted the cameras and everything like that. Because it is, even from being on the show, even us being in radio, it's different. It's a responsibility to this,
especially when you're out.
Yes,
it's one thing when you're scripted and we're filming. That's a totally different world. But when you're out and there are no cameras to shut down and post edit. It's a lot. It's a lot,
and it's not always. It's not for everybody at all. This is not easy. A lot of people think you just. Yeah, everybody think it's all luxurious and stuff. Child, we sitting in here in daggone sweats.
Listen.
Don't let the face fool you.
Don't let the social media pretty post. Right. Listen.
Shoes ain't on.
Listen, I was about to kick mine off.
You know what I mean? I'm thinking like, well, dang, why I'm sitting here in my shoes?
I'm gonna slid my weave like.
You know what I mean? My bra strap crooked. You say don't Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. You know, ain't nobody putting on no waist snatchers right now.
Listen at all, y'all. Like, I can assure you. I was like, let me put on this sweatshirt. Yeah, I'm not sucking in or holding no good.
This what you're gonna get. And so don't ever think that, and just don't ever be envious of someone else's walk, because you really don't know what's behind it.
Right.
Because even doing this, like, for us, dating is difficult.
Yes.
Like, it's
very difficult.
Some dude hit me on Signal. He's like, "You do what?" I said, "Who are you? I don't know you."
It's very difficult.
I don't know you, man. I don't. So it is. So you just can't.
Or they don't understand and respect your career or position. Oh, you're a little, or like you don't do. It's very hard.
And then you get mad when you get smart.
Right.
You like, your little show know your little daddy.
I'm working on not going too far, so I try to think about my responses.
I think I'm gonna start back going too far, because at least when I went too far, they knew to respect and tippy-toe around me, and not try me. You know what I'm saying? Like what Big say, don't test me.
Don't test me. I guess I don't know when to turn mine off.
I don't know. I just know at this point where I'm at in life, call me Gucci Mane, baby, because I'm iced. Call me Omarion. I got an ice box.
Yeah, it's savage.
It's tough.
It's tough out here.
It's tough. So I kind of, in a way, I kind of feel sorry for Kenya in that aspect of, because you have to, because any dude she dates after this,
oh yeah,
they're going to know how to maneuver with her, and it's going to be hard for her to get someone that's genuine.
Yep.
So in that aspect, I really do like if you say, I was like, girl, just do a mail order husband, like, just, you know,
or a PR couple like Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey.
You think they're a PR couple?
I definitely think they're
I like them together. I like them together.
I like them together.
But I think he's just a lover like that. I think he loves hard. I think he loves harder than she does.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah,
we're so used to.
Yeah,
I don't think she's this
intimate. You've seen too much of her
dating
life, and you hadn't seen a lot of his. So for him to even step into this arena now, and shout out to Lori Harvey, because every time that heifer dates up,
she dates up each time. She goes up
she
and
is
up and up.
Yeah, she is the Cardi B up. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up. That's how she dates.
She does. But you heard what her dad said about her. He said he made the statement in a recent interview that he wished she'd read his book. Steve, how many marriages were you in before you tried to tell us how to think like a man? I don't want to think like you.
I don't know. It might come in handy. Well, I do, so I can't. And it's still, I don't know. I don't know. Well, you know what? I'm gonna be honest. I think
not like
that
Steve.
I think that that's one of the pieces that is missing for us, is that type of wisdom. And so because we were not even
being honest from our side.
We were not even receptive to when he wrote the book. That we were, to be able to hear from because technically he is elder. He was 60 years old.
He's right. I think people became guarded because they felt like, okay, you're telling us kind of where we kind of fall off, but what can you tell us where men need to? Child. I think that's why a lot of people became defensive. Like, okay, you're telling us about.
It didn't offend me. It didn't offend me.
It didn't. Definitely didn't offend me. I still watched the movie, read the book. It definitely didn't offend me.
Yeah, it didn't offend me at all. But I can appreciate his honesty and not making it sound like his daughter, like she just chose the best.
I do appreciate that.
I appreciate his honesty.
I appreciate him being honest.
I
he
really
respected her, but he was honest. Like, I know y'all see this in the blog. So
where did he see this at? Like,
on the interview.
He just recently did an interview. But her and Micah just seemed like, I don't know about nobody else, but I promise you, if I see Micah B. Jordan with his shirt off, yes, it's love at first sight. And with that being said, yeah, it's love at first sight.
But not like Daniel. I wish I could say his
Kalu. I don't want to do that.
Who? Which one?
Daniel.
Get Out.
Kalu.
Black Panther.
Black Panther. Get Out.
Solomon.
I don't see it.
Yeah,
Judith.
I know who y'all talking about. Y'all think he went?
I think he's cute.
That is some smooth chocolate right there. You hear me?
Really? I don't think he's ugly. I just
he's different. Yeah, it's.
Did you know? My type technically is that caramel skin. That's probably the damn problem. I probably need to dip them back in some tar and darken their ass up. You know what I'm saying? And get them together. Let's listen to some music. That's probably my problem now. Let me not date at the chocolate level. Let me not date the caramel level.
You gotta go a little darker.
You know, at the ebony. level.
Get a little melody.
Yeah, let me do that. So we will be right back after this talk to discuss more hot topics. And see what else, because I could be doing it wrong. Y'all might have got something on me. All right. It is the Epiphany Suite right here on ATL's Next 100 with Ms.Shala and Go Jesse Go. We'll be back.
Feeling them. Somebody call a coroner quick, Mary is killing them. Tell them what the 411 and who came running. When clap down 911 from shots coming. It's something for the radio, guest starring MC John Blazing, the hip hop and R&B. What, y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna see me? You can't spell Mary J. Blige without a JP. But back to the matter and the sex on the platter. She only wanna be happy and I ain't mad at her. You go mama, nowadays I'm more calmer. And if you take a look at my life, no more drama. Now you know. You're searching for a Wu-Tang pro. You find me just about everywhere the Wu-Tang go. Now you know. Tell me like your favorite love song. Cause my computer love is the truth.com.
Peace and love. This your boy Jaws of Life, and you're listening to the Epiphany Suite every Wednesday night from 9 to 11 on ATL Next 100 on IBNXradio.com.
Spit your game, talk your shit, grab your gap. Spit your game, talk your shit, grab your gap. Spit your game, talk your shit, grab your gap, call your click. Spit your game, talk your shit, grab your gap, call your click. Use your clip, hit the right one, tap that wheel, got the light one. Use your clip, hit the right one, tap that wheel, got the light one. Spit your game, talk your shit, grab your gap, call your click. Spit your game, talk your shit, grab your gap, call your click. Squeeze your clip, hit the right one, tap that wheel, got the light one. Squeeze your clip, hit the right one, tap that wheel, got the light one. Dangerous, ain't too many can bang with us. Straight up, we no angel dust. Label us notorious. Thug ass niggas that love the bus. It's strange to us. Y'all niggas be scrambling, gambling. I'm restaurants with mandolins and violins. We just sitting here trying to win, trying not to sin. High off weed and lots of gin. So much smoke, need oxygen. Steadily counting them Benjamins. Nigga, you should too. If you knew what this game would do to you. Been in this shit since 92. Look at all the bullshit I've been through. So-called beef with you know who. Fuck a few female stars or two. Then I'm blue like niggas blue like my shit. Not to be fucked with. Motherfucker better duck quick. Cause me and my dogs love the buck shit. Fuck the luck shit, strictly aim. No aspirations, quit the game. Spit your game, talk your shit, grab your gap, call your clip. Squeeze your clip, hit the right one. Pass that weed, I got the light one. All them niggas, I got to fight one. All them hoes, I got the light one. Our situation is a tight one. What you gonna do? Fight or run? Spit your game, talk your shit, grab your gap, call your clip. Spit your game, talk your shit, grab your gap, call your clip. Squeeze your clip, hit the right one. Pass that weed, I got the light one. Squeeze your clip, hit the right one. Pass that weed, I got the light one. Spit your game, talk your shit, grab your gap, call your clip. Spit your game, talk your shit, grab your gap, call your clip. Squeeze your clip, hit the right one. Pass that weed, I got the light one.
Ladies and gentlemen, nigga money living marvelous. Thank God we trust. Don't too many niggas wanna start with us. Got big guns and no cars with us. Busted any motherfucker I can haul with us. Don't really wanna show you what a G.I.B. I'd rather be sipping room in your VIP. When you hear the music, it'll be by me. Twisted with the legendary nigga B.I.G. Brooklyn and K-Town. When you checking out the flow, you know what's gon' rain with persistence. Two legends on the same track. Two different planes of existence. Let's get it crackin', I love the bus flow. Hit it from the back cause I love the buck hole. Fit it for the city, I love Chicago. Kinda cold, but I love the bus though. You think you can spit on the mic like you Biggie and flow just as steady as I. Shit is real, you know you love them, you ain't got ready to die. Life after death, give it to you however you want it, nigga. Gotta they got you, give it to you however you want it, nigga. Cause the shit it get deep, so I carry big heat. Screaming come and get me, Twister and Biggie on the Swiss beat. Meals, I love to make one. All these cars, I love to ride one. All these hoes, I love to cut one. I tribute to Big, I love to bust one.
Spit your game, talk your shit, grab your gap, call your clip. Spit your game, talk your shit, grab your gap, call your clip. Squeeze your clip, hit the right one. Pass that weed, I got the light one. Squeeze your clip, hit the right one. Pass that weed, I got the light one. Spit your game, talk your shit, grab your gap, call your clip. Spit your game, talk your shit, grab your gap, call your clip. Squeeze your clip, hit the right one. Pass that weed, I got the light one. Squeeze your clip, hit the right one. Pass that weed, I got the light one.
In the middle of it, I'ma bring niggas more drama than they baby mamas. Nigga wanna battle with my bomb ya. One man with a tech like a pack of piranhas, like terracotta. Niggas always ready for the war, they don't really wanna sing a nigga down. We get in a minute, do we finish with him, hit him with the venom of a nigga with a sick on. Do it, was oh no, you niggas is trouble. Somebody better call Popo. It's gonna be murder when I get to serving them bourbons. Yeah, nigga, y'all heard of me. Quick spit kill a nigga, word to me. And I'm classic like bird and magic with a tactic to snatch his rap back and stack some platinum. The devil don't know how to random, with the bullet stop random. Then I hope they get ransom. Put it up in your mansion, catch the man, then flash and cannons. Niggas ain't ready for this one, cause I'm on a mission to get even better. Believe it, I'm heavily heated, it's easy to see me. If you wanna see me, let that be the reason.
Spit your game, talk your shit, grab your gap, call your clip. Spit your game, talk your shit, grab your gap, call your clip. Squeeze your clip, hit the right one. Pass that weed, I got the light one. Squeeze your clip, hit the right one. Pass that weed, I got the light one. Spit your game, talk your shit, grab your gap, call your clip. Spit your game, talk your shit, grab your gap, call your clip. Squeeze your clip, hit the right one. Pass that weed, I got the light one. Squeeze your clip, hit the right one. Pass that weed, I got the light one.
You just heard the sounds of the King of New York, B.I.G.
And welcome back to the Epiphany Suite. We had to go ahead and throw that good old B.I.G. in there. You gotta spit your game. Talk your shit. Yes. So far, so good, y'all. I'm done. So far, so good.
But that's because it's now 10. You know what I mean? We started 10.
We started 10. We started 10. So we definitely did that. Happy birthday to Method Man. Forever fine Method Man. Like I'm so happy for his wife.
I am.
That she got the beat.
I want to tell her I'm so happy for you.
I'm so happy for you. Like I want to give her a high five. Like
I'm gonna DM her. I'm so happy for you.
I'm so happy for you.
With the little heart.
That fine man.
That fine man.
Cause he's just forever fine.
Forget Wendy.
That was so messy.
That was so messy and unnecessary. Like,
completely unnecessary.
Wendy, you like getting cussed out, don't you?
With them big sneakers on.
Those sneakers bother my soul. With that little body con. That girl. Wendy, please stop.
Stop. You need to wear some pants sometimes.
I don't think the pants is gonna look any better.
They would cover up that. I understand it's medical reasons, whatever, but I'm just saying.
Okay, but when you got your body done, don't make the boobs bigger without the rest of your body. And now you built like a capital P.
But at the time when they did that, that was the style. It was the big.
Yeah, boobs were in.
Yeah, it was. I thought
it was
a European influence standard of beauty.
From radio, and she was in radio and TV.
You know what I mean? They just caught on to the fact of. Well, they just been let it known they called them to the fact because the simple fact that Josephine Baker was down here wrecking and taking and everything else, and then on top of that, the simple fact that on the plantation he was still taking advantage of the men and the women, and that's another conversation for another day.
Yeah,
indicates that you've been liking what you like.
Yeah,
Nella, as in vanilla.
Vanilla.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So I just I'm happy for Method.
I'm happy for
Mrs. Method Man.
Oof. That's the real one to be happy for.
Yeah, she's the real MVP. She any good happy marriage like that's in hip hop and they made it. Like you automatically know she had to deal with infidelity.
Yeah.
On a different level.
Any black couple in that industry that have made it, like Method Man and his wife, Paula and Denzel, Samuel Jackson and Paula. I hope I'm not mixing them up. And his wife
is. Yeah.
Denzel used to be.
Let's be honest. If you get a chance, what you gonna do?
Now, probably not now. I look at him as like.
But Mighty Queen Denzel, Fallen Denzel, Training Day Denzel.
King Kong ain't got who?
No, but now it's son in the industry, so I can holler at him.
Yeah, listen. Hey, you played that role. Hey, I like that role on Malcolm and Marie.
Yeah, I think anytime you have to deal with that because automatic. Matter of fact, look at some of the dudes that came through here, how they act.
Right. And
then when they say they got a woman or somebody home, you like, you do?
You do?
How you didn't get that vibe?
It's almost like they didn't want to tell it. They were put on the spot, like, oh, I gotta tell it now.
You gotta pull it out of them, like, you do.
Yeah, the live.
And that's the only reason why. But if it wasn't for that, if we ever be like, put the phones down.
Yeah.
That's just us being in here.
Period. With the sweats.
With the sweats.
Let's be clear.
Oh, with the good bra.
Let's be clear.
Let's be very clear. But sometimes it don't need to be their fault because I make sure I put on the good. Let
me put on my smoother.
I ain't got to the smoother yet. No, you don't get the good bra.
It's a thing.
To put on the smoother, I don't know.
It's a whole thing with the smoother and the bra.
Yeah.
For everybody too. Like all of us. Don't get it twisted, y'all.
Yeah. They don't get it. They don't get the pimp shit that could go down. They don't understand that. They don't understand the pimp shit that could go down.
I think Whit was in sweats one night. It had some action going on. Like Whit was in sweats that night.
And that one was annoying. That's the bad
part. That one was annoying.
That was annoying. Like, so you just gonna flirt all the time?
Everybody, you just go.
Can we just give it a shout out one time for the one who said, man, I don't even cuss before the end of the night.
Before the end of the night, said every cuss word.
I thought you didn't. Oh,
what's cuss word? You just meant one cuss word?
You use all of them.
The hard
ones. But you know what? We're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back. The hard ones. Let's be very clear, because that joker. I remember distinctly that joker said,
several
I don't
times.
Curse.
Several times.
But soon as we got to take the picture, it must be the step and repeat. It can't be us. It got to be step and repeat.
No.
I don't know. We're gonna talk about when we come back. All right. Child, we'll be back. It is the Epiphany Suite right here on ATL's Next 100. And if you didn't know, if you just not tuning in, we with the shits tonight. All right, we'll be back.
Hey, baby, I'm sorry. I never meant to hurt you. Please don't go. Slowly, my eyes begin to see that I need you
be for you that I won't let go. Oh, no, of you. I can't let this love, and I can turn it around, and only then. Please don't go away from me. When you call my name, I'll reach out my hand to you, to my heart. Please don't go away from me. We can work it out, whatever it may be, girl. Please don't
You know, it's not often that we see each other. That's why I cherish every moment that we spend together.
When you're away, temptation may come, but when I get caught up, man, ooh, but when I get caught up, man, ooh, but when I get caught up, ooh, I let go. Thinking about you each day, I feel your love makes my head spin round and round in a daze. Yeah, oh baby, I can't let this love slip away, and I can turn it around. And oh, yeah, please don't go away from me. When you call my name, I'll reach out my hand to you, to my heart. Please don't go away from me. We can work it out, whatever it may be, girl. Please don't go. Please don't go away from me. When you call my name, I'll reach out my hand to you, to my heart. Please don't go away from me. We can work it out, whatever it may be, girl. Please don't go away. Don't go.
It is your homeboy's favorite homegirl, Ms.Shala. You will listen to the Epiphany Suite right here on ATL's Next 100, only on IBNXradio.com, every Wednesday from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m.
And welcome back to the Epiphany Suite. That was Boys to Men, Please Don't Go. If y'all want to follow us on live, I just had to sing my heart.
Yeah, your heart.
My heart. I had to sing that because they sung that. He said, when I get caught up, Bayou. When they can't even call you baby, and they can't even call you a name, that's real. When you like, Bayou. Yeah, you got
Or they
it.
say May.
Yeah, when they sing that, they don't even do songs like that no more.
They don't. I want to hear May, not me.
Yeah, I want broken
rain.
English. Let me tell you something. If it's R&B and the English is not broken, I don't want it.
If it's a video and you're not singing in the rain with your shirt open,
I don't want it.
But
them boys sung that. Like Boys to Men, they sung that. So I do miss that. And make sure you tune in every week because we have music like that all the time.
Yes, the playlist
I did.
hits.
Trust me, I did not make this playlist from my feelings this week. I did not.
You did not, because
I didn't. Cause
it would have been like
all the time. I did not. Girl,
it would have been
North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? We don't fight. We don't argue.
We just
hit that bitch with a bottle. I hit that.
You had to be there. You had to be there.
That's why
Boosie set it off.
You know, yeah.
Take me back.
2013, 14.
No, take me back to like 2008.
Like so,
I need to go back.
Like so, I don't fight. I don't argue. I just hit that bitch with a bottle.
If y'all have never hit someone with a bottle, it's very invigorating. Don't do it now.
That's Shay Johnson.
It is.
Oh yeah, she hit somebody with a bottle in a club in Atlanta. They're always getting.
You know what the thing is that when you do it, the level of anger that you're at, you swing it at the right angle.
Right.
It's when you come down and you're not.
You
mad
actually.
like, did I just hit
you
you?
can't
Girl,
swing like this. You don't ever swing like straight. You actually got to come from an angle. You either go down or you come up. It's depending on like.
Yeah, I'm never coming up. I'm always gonna come down because I need you to bow.
See, she was a little taller than me, so I had to come up. But it's okay.
Yeah, you haven't.
I was younger. If that helps.
I wasn't that much.
What do you
younger.
mean?
Yeah, yes, I was. I was younger.
Why are you saying wow?
It
was self-defense, guys.
No, it wasn't.
Mine was self-defense.
It was a lesson. It was a lesson.
Mine was self-defense.
Mine was a lesson because what I was trying to do was teach a lesson.
I fear for my safety.
I know I didn't. I had to teach a lesson.
I fear for my safety.
No, I didn't. I had to. I had to look at like I can teach because I prefer I teach somebody than somebody else. Because if I teach my dog, I got good intentions.
You're not gonna get me. If it's me or you.
So I prefer I go ahead and teach a lesson and just bop you over the head and be done with it and move on because I had good intentions. I did move fast too. Like History Month.
That's good. Yep.
You know. Good. So, but yeah, I have. It is. It's you know what? Let me be very clear. It's never. That's never the first choice.
Yeah.
That's never the first choice.
Yes, never.
But you have to be mindful of what people are going through. Yeah. You don't know what the breaking point is.
Or triggers or
the triggers.
So seriously, y'all.
You don't know if you're going to hit their trigger or they're going to pull the trigger.
Right. So y'all seriously.
Yeah, that's a word, ain't it?
No, that's a word.
That's a word. That's a word. You don't know if they're going to pull the trigger or you're going to hit their trigger.
Which one? Or we could do both. If you want the full process, we could do both today.
Yeah.
Y'all be nice.
You never know.
Like, don't let social media get y'all into, like, coming at people or just... I think it's kind of the climate, right?
Is that what we're hearing? Okay, so...
Yeah, we went through.
So if y'all watching us on live, this
when it's just us, it's all. Yes, I was trying to talk through it because I was like, Shala's Shala's about to pick up on it.
I am trying my best to stay on the straight and narrow, but I swear for Lord,
that's why I kept
talking.
Country
people understand. I swear for Lord, they trying my whole nerve right now.
Like right by the window. That's why I was like talking because it was like.
And I can hear the whole conversation.
I saw her face. I was like, let me keep talking. Like she hear like I heard because it was getting loud. I was like, okay.
Yeah, but let's get.
It's okay.
Let's hop.
Well, I couldn't hear it in here.
I tries to make you feel better. Well, if it's
why your socks don't match though? Y'all, wait a minute.
Y'all.
Why these socks not matching?
Whit been stressed since Brighton said he wasn't clearing all those student loans and he only just.
Why do Whit socks look like a gender reveal party?
They do.
Why do Whit socks look like a gender reveal party?
Whit gonna walk back in the door when she get a house like, ain't that much. I'm already ready for this.
Whit look like she over here to my right foot stomping for the boy, left foot stomping for the girl.
My matching socks, they all in the hamper. So I had to.
But baby, for them to be unmatched, that means you have to wash them
right.
separately.
You wore the other ones.
They lost. You know how you lose socks?
No.
I do lose socks. Yeah. And it's so weird. I'll have them and then
it's
you
a little slide in your washing machine.
And they disappear.
Maybe so.
You have a washing machine in your apartment?
Y'all don't talk about, I don't even have outlets. So I have to wash.
I'm gonna talk about you. That's your
See, I've been there.
And that's the problem. Like, people
No, I've been there. Right. I hate a laundromat.
So I have to wash at, like, my mom's house. It's fine.
That's fine. At least it's her house and not.
What? Yeah. Why else would you? Don't go to. I hate the laundromat.
Don't go to the cleaners.
Yeah, my apartment, they got, like, a laundromat down by the gym. I don't go down there because I don't want to sit in there.
Something wants you to sit down.
I told y'all.
Something wants you to sit down. Damn it. Somebody wants you to sit down.
We've been stressing. Biden said he wasn't paying all our student loans off.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You know what? let me talk to this Senate and these Republicans in the Senate. If y'all don't get this goddamn stimulus money,
y'all don't stop playing me.
If y'all don't play with me, if y'all don't stop playing with me about this, I'm coming to y'all's house. Like, I'm tired of playing with y'all. Y'all sitting there making
Ossoff and
it's just, but
he been going in though.
But I'm saying, like,
I hadn't really seen Warnock really making any noise.
I mean, but the
also
thing is
fighting for COVID relief packs and funding for the state. Yeah, he's fighting. Yeah, they're definitely fighting.
But my thing is that I never want a person who lives better than me to make decisions for me, because you can't relate. Yeah. If I was to take half of them people at that Senate and make them live on my level, they jump off a building. They couldn't live with this fabulousness.
Oh, I have to eat noodles for the remainder of the week.
You better.
I have to cut my budget. Listen, some hot sauce.
What did they say they made?
No, if you're real smart, add a little soy sauce to it.
The soy sauce, then a little hot sauce, and like
garlic, a little crushed red pepper, spicy garlic noodles.
Black people are so lit.
I don't care how much you dress it up.
Huh?
I don't even know.
But so you know where you promise
closer to the other side.
With this, you gonna sit.
You heard her say, "I don't do free trials."
Did you see? And face turned all the way.
Yeah, I don't do free trials.
No, it's not like that.
I do like that. It's like that.
No,
who doesn't do free trials?
Because I'm not gonna remember to cancel my subscription. So just not even to set myself up for a charge.
You put on a prepaid card so when it get declined, it will stop.
See, to stop myself from getting a charge, I just don't even do it because I know I'm gonna get I just got a charge from CVS.
But that Care Pass, she forgot to charge the subscription.
I got a whole charge, so I just don't.
This can't be the same adults our parents were, because I don't think we're adulting very adulty.
That's the biggest lie ever told.
Like, we're the adults.
That's the biggest lie ever told. You know what? So let's get some music and come back. But what I will say, the good thing is, we'd always tickle me because, especially, you can tell how deep it is by the way she says hello. If it's real bad, hello.
Hello.
If it's okay, hello. But baby, if that thing's some
it drags out.
Hello. You can always tell how deep it is by that.
Like those student loans. She jumped up. No.
Hello.
And it shot me all the way down, but
I think it's just gonna be a process for it. I do know they said that if you make over 80,000,
you're not getting a stimulus check.
You not?
No.
Over 80,000, you're not.
I was about to say, hold on. Not to tell her bitch, but hold on. What she say? You're not?
Say no. Them socks say you
don't get that. Wait a minute. You feel me? She was like, you don't. Hold on.
Them socks say you
make
you gonna get your stimulus.
You make 80K a year.
No, what I thought you was saying. What I thought you was
your
saying.
Socks do.
No, I thought y'all was saying if you make 80.
If you make over 80.
If you make over 80K.
Yeah, over 80,
you're not gonna get it.
I thought you were saying that they was gonna cancel your student loan, and I was like, "That's the wrong people."
She's still on. She's like, "Oh, so you canceling?"
No, that's why my reaction was like this.
We're just beefing with Sally Mae.
If they was gonna cancel it. Let's be honest. The simple fact that you have to pay for education in this country says a lot.
It's really sad.
It says a lot.
If you can't afford it, which
right,
majority of America.
Right.
But
I have to pay to go to school, but if I can't.
The School of Hard Knocks is the most expensive.
It's the most expensive school.
The School of Hard Knocks.
That there is. Bought sense. Okay? Don't let them fool you.
Trust me,
you gotta pay for everything now. You gotta pay for knowledge. You gotta pay if you die. You gotta pay if you get sick. You gotta pay to live. You gotta pay to eat. You gotta pay to.
Baby, won't you be a whole adult out here in these streets?
You have to pay to die.
You do have to pay the debt. Yeah, I can't even die in peace.
No.
Now my family got it. I'm like, Medea, $10,000. Y'all better put.
Y'all, please get some life insurance.
we got sick.
Who did?
No,
who did your family got the bill?
Cause you know she was like,
who did y'all family
got
with the bill? Cause you don't appreciate that shit.
She got serious, guys. Please.
No, seriously.
Who was it with? Who did it?
She said, please,
No,
y'all.
seriously, like.
Please don't. We don't want to do a GoFundMe.
Facebook, I've been seeing a lot of children dying. And like
they can't bury them.
Yeah, like their parents didn't get life insurance.
The more can't even because you should a parent should never bury a child.
I know.
So that's the idea behind it.
Yeah, but even if it happens, if you're prepared, y'all please. We have
to
prepare.
You can't prepare for that. I can prepare
right, you can never prepare.
Yeah,
like
you can't
mentally or like but financially, we have to get to a point where we're not doing GoFundMes and fish plates. And I'm not being funny.
But hold on, no. If you do
I'm not being funny.
Please hit me up because ain't nothing like
I'll buy it.
Especially if it's outside with the big pot.
I'll buy it. But yeah.
No, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back and we'll get more into it. Make sure you follow us on social media at ATL's Next 100 at Epiphany Suite. What's yours? Go Jesse, go.
At Go
Child. Baby, the bad part is I can't even be mad because I'm off. So I can't expect y'all to be
I was looking right at you like
Child.
You know how it does it automatically.
I can't, and then I'm still hearing this idea. So I'm about to go and say,
we got serious a second ago about life insurance. It's just a lot. She makes over 80.
And the bad part is when y'all got serious about life insurance, I'm like, do them hoes have life insurance?
I definitely have life insurance.
No, I wasn't talking about y'all.
But don't put me in the yard and save that money. I tell my mama that all the time.
I wasn't talking about y'all.
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Because you won't reap the benefits from it.
At least me and y'all get some life insurance.
I'm a whole corporate thug out here in these streets.
Yeah, like come on, y'all. We have to look, and it's benefits to it, but
it's benefits to it. But you just have to take care of business, and it's one of those things where we were just not taught. You know what?
We weren't taught. Yeah, you're right.
We're talking when we come back.
Right.
It's the things that just some things we just were not taught.
You're right.
Right now, it's just the open discussion part of the night. So if you have any questions, concerns, comments, or anything like that, this is the part where you'll go ahead and drop those in the comments. Because in addition to talk about that, we also have to talk about the king that got caught up in some sheets.
We got to talk about that.
Yeah, we got to talk about that. We got to talk about that after this song right here. We will be right back. It is the Epiphany Suite on ATL's Next 100. We'll be right back.
Silver platter, would it even matter? You'd still be mad at me if I could find in all this a dozen roses, which I would give to you. You'd still be miserable. In reality, I'm gonna be who I be, and I don't feel no fault for all the lies that you bought. You can try as you may.
homeboy's favorite homegirl, Ms.Shala. You will listen to the Epiphany Suite right here on ATL's Next 100, only on IBNXradio.com, every Wednesday from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m.
On the Epiphany Suite. It's your host, Ms.Shala. Your homeboy's favorite homegirl, and she is Go Jessie Go!
With the good fro for
with
this
the
week.
good fro. It is good fro. Some of the comments we had that came in from social media is saying, I encourage every parent during the holiday season to buy their children a universal policy versus toys. The way my ovaries are set up, it don't look like it's gonna happen this.
Right. I have my nephew. I have a nephew. I can.
Yeah, it's a conversation. It's a hard conversation for people that just tuned in. We were talking before we listened to that theme song. Shout out to you know who you need to hear it. I'm trying.
You know who you are. We know who you are. You know we know
saying?
you know.
What's that movie? Daddy's Little Girls. Tramp.
Leave my daddy alone.
Tramp. But yeah, it's just a difficult time. It's one that has to be had as far as insurance and burial and everything like that. I think it hits differently when we're older because then you see your parents' mortality. Like, it's difficult for me seeing that now my parents are 70 plus. I see their mortality.
I can't have that conversation. I was just telling Whit, like, I'll be honest, I am one of those people that, because my mom will try to have the conversation, I know business has to be handled. But like you said, I feel like, let me deal with that emotion when I have to come to it, because that's nothing to play with.
Because I don't know life without my parents.
I don't. And she's experiencing that. So I, in respect to her feelings, in regards to her feelings, it's like, okay, you're talking to somebody who's dealing with it, but it's almost like, okay, you know, like, I'm not as strong as you. I can't do this.
Yeah.
I can't even have a conversation.
And the reality is that when it is time, you are strong enough, and life tells you you're strong enough.
Yeah.
So it is definitely something that we have to have that conversation about. It's called handling business.
Are you sure we're the adults? Like, is this like the pre-adult phase?
Let me tell you something, child.
Like the
being
pre-game?
An adult, who told these lies?
Like,
being an adult is one of
the pre-game.
Ghettoest things I've ever done.
It's real ghetto here. I have to give somebody full rent every 28 days. Oh my gosh. 28 to 30 days.
And they be thinking
I have to pay for air,
and they be
heat,
thinking I'm gonna change the light bulb.
Water. I'm not changing
this.
nothing.
I changes nothing. Change it.
I don't care if a leaf fell through the window and hit my carpet. I want maintenance to come get it.
Yes, I do.
Okay? Don't let it be the first of the month.
I do.
Everything. I see everything at first.
And the bad part is, it's not even bad. I can't say it's this, but technically, you would think it would be so that we would know to all move into one house and each one leave buying a house. And it's so difficult because other cultures do it.
Yeah.
They would all move into their house and then they would each one leaves and buy a house. We just don't do that because of because of how we came. Like, it's so complex for African Americans more than it is just regular Africans, or you know what I mean. Like, it's regular American. Like, it's so complex for us because it's like, okay, this is what makes sense, but I don't want to do that. I want my own space.
Right.
Like, between the three of us, y'all realize we are paying 4 house notes.
Yeah.
Just in rent.
Just in rent.
I just had this conversation with a friend today. Like, it's ridiculous because I was laying in the bed paying all my bills, and I was like,
You're learning so much about Whitney.
I swear, I did not. I'm learning so much.
Because all I see is her hair tied up
in the bed with the socks.
In the bed with the socks on, like,
and then cooking her phone with the finger.
yeah, I'm laying in the
hello, and it's seeing the wrong charge, calling somebody, be like, hello, that was $10 too much than it was last month.
Calling the office, seeing if they got my check. It's like, my apartment is like 600 square feet. It's like big as this room, and I'm like, why am I paying all this?
Oh, that's the name of the game here in here.
Yeah, it's so
because we think we have some sense of privacy. When it would make sense, like I said, other cultures would go rent a full 6-bedroom house, pay $2,000 a month, split it amongst everybody, save money up, buy a house. So when we leave, we have down payment. But for some reason, it comes out, well, I need my own space. Own space for what? Because, like, in my apartment. My neighbor above me, like the other morning, like for what I know, his girlfriend, wife, whatever she is lacking for sex because that didn't last long at all.
My neighbor said she hadn't had sex in 5 years. I hear all her business. Shout out to my neighbor.
Shout out to mine above me. I was like, that's it?
About herself?
My next door neighbor. She was just like, the other day, she was like, I haven't had sex in years. And she drug out years. I was like,
with the one above me, I heard.
Yeah, I listened to all her conversations.
I get above me. That's
yeah, she's next door to me. Yeah, like I'm in a loft style, so no one's above me, but I hear it next door. Oh, I hear it.
I hear it all, and I want to go upstairs and be like, girl, the washing machine get more than you do.
Yeah. I hear when they sometimes like if they're in the hallway because like I'm in a building, so if they get to fighting, I'll mute the TV.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Kids running up and down, but again, you're talking about what we talking about between the three of us? What, $4,000?
$4,000.
$4,000
every month.
That's
for rent alone.
For rent alone, we ain't talking about nothing else.
For rent alone.
Not talking about you too.
That technically is for rental. It's 5 rental properties. But it's just retraining the mindset to be like, you know what? I'm gonna sacrifice this much time to get this. And we just gotten away from that. It's definitely.
We don't know. Like I feel like we were taught how to survive and like be independent, be responsible, and never
excel
and know how to live as a Black community. We know how to get jobs. We know how to like manage and budget, and we know how to make it work. But we haven't learned really how to like live out here. Like you said, we're paying mortgages.
A lot of Black households though, like you gotta get out, you gotta do this, you gotta. Well, it's a lot of Black households.
A lot of it, yeah.
They like, well, you a certain age, you gotta get out of my house. You gonna have to do. I'm like, okay.
You can go out, but it's once you get out. Like, so for me, say if I was to say, okay, have a roommate, this, that, and the other, I would be shunned upon because of my age, because they wouldn't think about the fact of, I'm gonna live with them for a year. I'm gonna save this money, and when I leave, I'm going to be able to buy a house, or we're buying a commercial property, and then we all gonna live up top of it. You know what I mean? Like the ownership ideology from it, we just tend to lose, and it takes somebody coming in and saying, look, this is what you're doing wrong. This is what you should do. Now I'm learning to look at it differently and be like, okay, so this is how. Yeah. And it comes from like now. There's no. Why am I worried about having a yard? I ain't got no kids.
Yeah, like why am I? Because I went through that. I went through this like quick phase where like yes, my mom. I was really stuck on. I'm like, you know what? Like it really hit. I was like, I want a house. I'm ready. I want a house now. Like.
Why am I worried about a yard?
And then I thought about it. I was like, it's gonna be raining one night, and I got a big yard, big house by myself. I got one time to hear some like, now y'all got to FaceTime and sit on the phone.
Give me a condo. What do I need?
So I go to sleep.
Yeah. What do I need a big yard for? I don't have no kids, and then we're so afraid to change. If I do get kids and need to move, I will. But for right now, take the elevator up to my floor and let me out, please.
I'll invest other ways. See, people always say, "Oh, you're not investing in building equity." You don't know what I'm doing. Right. Just because I didn't invest in a house, you don't know how many stock portfolios I have, what I have going on. Just because I didn't invest in a house, and that's the other thing. Do what's best for you in your situation and make sense. Don't just hop in it because you just feel like you said you want a yard, and now what? Because I got one time for the water heater to go out, and I can't call maintenance. Now I got to burn the whole house down.
My neighbor was telling me, she live in another building in my apartment complex. She was telling me that a snake came out of her furnace. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Sade, let me tell you something. If a snake comes out of my furnace, I don't care what happens. I'm not staying here. And the reason why I'm not going to be able to stay here because it's not going to be a building because I'm tearing it all down.
I'm burning it down. After I get up.
The furnace is what
would you belong? Look, it was a set. It was so easy. So easy. Look, it hit me. I did a joke. Our furnace is where bitch girl. You know, it's too easy. She was
saying, what's a furnace?
I don't have those.
It's what
with bougie
apartment.
Furnace.
No. Yeah.
Oh my God, you have to use that
HVAC system. So you have that. Typically, everything's AC. It's what provides the heat in your home. Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's it. Like,
let's listen to some music. I ain't got to. I'm tired of it tonight.
What's a furnace? Oh my God.
Tonight.
Oh my God, you don't have a driveway?
I am tired of it tonight.
Oh my God, you don't have a yard? The ghetto.
Yeah, that's what it's
Whit says she gross over $80K. She sit in her bed and pay her bills at one time.
And look back and say, Look back at it.
Look back at
One
it.
time for the birthday chick.
You know, she don't do free trials either, because you know that's broke behavior. You know, free trials are for broke.
Let's get into some music, because you know what? At the end of the day, Whit said I ain't got no limits.
Listen, period.
Forget what you heard.
Hello.
I do what I want to do.
Hello.
I do what I want to do.
You do. Hello. The ice cream lady. Hello. You know the creepy new one.
Hello. No, your face is so serious. Hello. So we gonna go listen to some music, and we will come back. And when we come back, we're gonna say hello.
That's how I'm gonna start paying the call to pay my bills.
Hello. Especially if it's too much. Matter of fact, I did that today though. I said hello.
Yeah, you gotta change the voice. I'm sorry.
Hello.
It depends. It depends.
Yeah, I wanna. You know what? I wanna get to the point where I can put my bills on automatic payment, not worry about the overdraft fee. Come on, now we'll be back. It's the Epiphany Suite on ATL's Next 100.
All.
If I hit it one time, I'm a piper. If I hit it 2 times, then I like her. If I fuck 3 times, I'm a wifer. It ain't safe for the black or the white girl. It ain't safe, it ain't safe, it ain't safe, it ain't safe. Tell your man pipe up, nigga pipe up. And it bands from the safe in your face when you say money dance, turn the shit into a nightclub. Yeah, fuck with me and get some money, get some money. Fuck with me and get some money, get some money. Fuck with me and get some money. Ay, yeah, fuck with G and get some money. No limit, I'm a fucking soldier. Ay, always lit, yeah, I'm never sober. It's for 3 days in a row, yo bitch coming over. Told that bitch to kick rock, she act like it's a boulder. Ay, Rory, shopping, that mean copping, always popping, hella popping. She's a bopper, homie, hopping, ain't no stopping. Album dropping, got the city on fire. Bitch lying on me like she tired. I'ma have to fuck around and call Kamaya. Whole stirring up the pot, jambalaya. And girl, if I hit it one time, I'm a piper. If I hit it 2 times, then I like her. If I fuck 3 times, I'm a wifer. It ain't safe for the black or the white girl. It ain't safe, it ain't safe, it ain't safe, it ain't safe. Tell your man pipe up, nigga pipe up. And it bands from the safe in your face when you say money dance, turn the shit into a nightclub.
Fuck him, then I get some money. Yeah. Fuck him, then I get some money. Yeah. Fuck him, then I get some money. Yeah. Fuck him, then I get some money. I need face, I need brain, concentrate. I perform product case, killer weed, rock a lace. Fuck the move, buy the ace, fuck the goals, drive a rave. Get some money, fuck the rollie, patty face. My career taking off, these hoes jogging in place. Where these hoes on their mouth, are these hoes out of shape? Can you stop with all the subs? Bitch, I ain't cherry. If you really want some smoke, you can pull up, you can get it. Grab a hand full of braids, make your nigga eat me out. Put a white boy on the song, I might turn GEC out. Keep it G from the go to the end, from the start. You know me, Cardi B, pussy popping on the charts.
If I hit it one time, I'm a piper. If I hit it 2 times, then I like her. If I fuck 3 times, I'm a wifer. It ain't safe for the black or the white girl. It ain't safe, it ain't safe, it ain't safe, it ain't safe. Tell your man pipe up, nigga pipe up. And it bands from the safe in your face when you say money dance, turn the shit into a nightclub. Yeah, fuck with me and get some money, get some money. Fuck with me and get some money, get some money. Yeah, fuck with me and get some money. Yeah, fuck with G and get some money. Hit it one time, I'm a piper. If I hit it 2 times, then I like her. If I fuck 3 times, I'm a wifer. It ain't safe for the black or the white girl. It ain't safe, it ain't safe, it ain't safe, it ain't safe. Tell your man pipe up, nigga pipe up. And it bands from the safe in your face when you say money dance, turn the shit into a nightclub. Yeah, fuck with me and get some money.
That's how we feel. Mess with me and get some money. Cause if I can't add to you, I damn sure ain't gonna take from you.
Right. Unless you're a lick.
I mean, but you'll know beforehand. You'll know I'm gonna know you a lick before it even go down like that. Welcome back to the Epiphany Suite. I'm your host, Ms.Shala, and also sitting in with me is Go Jessie Go with the good fro
for this week.
For this week,
I'm changing her out next week.
Changing her out
I got
now.
a new week. Yep.
Child, my fro won't do like yours does. The good, it moves and everything.
You gotta get the.
What's on TikTok? My head don't move.
It don't move.
It don't move.
It don't move.
It don't move. And when it try to move, it be like, hello. Hello. But before the break, we were talking about a variety of different things. Since we come to this part of the night, go Jesse go. The King then got himself in some ish. The King then got himself in some ish. Some ish. So we now know that T.I. and Tiny have been accused of some sexual misconduct. And it came from a former associate by Sabrina Peterson. Is it Peterson or Penderson? But Peterson. It's one of those. It came from there. And go Jesse, go. What are your thoughts on that?
I have to tread lightly on this one. You mean as far as overall the situation? Do I agree? I don't agree. I do not agree with this situation, the way it's playing out, from things I know personally, just from things that you don't even have to know about it personally. Just seeing how it's playing out, I don't agree with it. The timing was off.
Time is completely
off. The mannerism and how you're going about it is off. It's off. Nothing feels or is right or genuine around it. And this is not to discredit. I have to make this clear. This is not to discredit or not to be empathetic to real victims who have truly been victims of sexual assault or sexual heinous, crimes. However, to this situation, I do not agree with you. I'm not jumping on this train. Something's not right.
And I am a survivor. I am a survivor of rape. And something about this is not right. One, you signed the NDA.
Right.
Two, you took the money.
Right.
Knowing what the situation was.
And you took the drugs.
And let me be very clear. I do not, once no is said, no is in place. Once no is in place, no one should be forced to do anything beyond that. However, being emotionally intelligent enough to say, when shit don't feel right, you can feel it. You can go. If it was given to you, say, hey, you have to sign this NDA. That means you could say, no, I don't want to sign it and leave.
Or you have to take this, or you can't. Then
no, and you can leave. The simple fact of, based on all of those, which for one, all of those stories are way too similar for me.
Way too similar.
This sounds you know what it's like. No, in media, when it don't sound right,
trust me, y'all. Trust us.
It's not
right. We're telling y'all.
And what you don't get a chance to do is, after you've used all my resources and everything else, now you turn against me.
Because that's what's happened.
That is what happened.
Feelings have gotten involved, and this is strictly on some
by your person who served time in prison.
Right. For heinous crimes. You cut a female's face and then turned around and profited over thousands from women pushing a women's empowerment propaganda.
I'm just something about this is not right whatsoever. And just being honest, the time that I did meet T.I. and Tiny, which there's no secret. There's always been the rule.
Right.
When you went to T.I.'s house, you had to sign an NDA.
You have to sign an NDA.
You have to sign an NDA. Anyone who I need to put that in place my damn self. But anyone who has anything to lose, they have to move differently.
Yeah, they have to move differently.
We have to move. Even you, me and you.
Yeah, we have to move.
We have to move differently.
It's a lot of things or conversations we've had with your faves, and your faves that we can't even really disclose or share. We've been on sets. You can't release certain things, and just like if we're filming and you can't use certain hashtags before the show, you can't discuss certain.
You can't discuss it. That comes with it. So when you sign that, when you agree to that, then you know what you're saying. And then take the money, and then on the back end be like, well, since I was nobody, but you was nobody, and you took the money.
You took the money.
I find it offensive. Being a rape survivor myself, I'm offended by that. I'm going to be very clear. I'm offended by that.
It's very offensive.
Because when they really rape you, they don't pay you.
They don't pay you.
Well, in most cases, like, there have been some situations where you got paid for your
But
silence.
it's not like their situation.
Yeah, but for the simple fact of you saying, hey, we had to sign an NDA, you could have said no. Well, they had money. You could have said no.
You could have said no. You wanted to be a part of that lifestyle. You wanted to
I took the drugs. you could have said
said no.
I don't care if, let me tell you something, as short as Tiny is, she can challenge me if she want to. Until you better take your ass and sit down.
Let me tell you something. All right,
she couldn't have punked me about not wanting to be with her dude, not wanting to take her drugs or nothing. She couldn't have punked me about that.
You think Clifford? I knock your head straight.
Yeah, but that's always been the case. I mean, we came from Freaky. That was the case. You had to send an NDA, and when he done with you, he would drive you. His team would drive you to another place
and take you back and drop
you off. But they have things to protect. When you have things to protect, you have to move differently. Something about this story does not sit well in my spirit. Something about this story. For one, I've heard it too many times. Anytime that you see someone that is buying the block, someone that is doing something different for the community, this is the same thing that comes up each and every time.
This all started when he publicly announced that he would not support the and I'm not even gonna give her name any attention. The young lady, the woman that Sabrina's supporting to run next for mayor of Atlanta. T.I. got on there and publicly announced that I'm not supporting her. And he has the west side. Like, he has a lot of the city on his side, and she got upset.
He cannot. He owns half of it. And that's what people are missing. He has went back and bought the block.
Half of, he owns the block, and she got upset because she knows of the influence between her personal feelings and political and business aspect, because she has now a reputation of jumping on things that are like hot at the moment, and you want to push these empowerments and these marches, and then you jump off as soon as the wave dies down.
This doesn't make sense to me.
You want to go in on T.I. and say he's such a bad person because he put a gun to a female head. I'm not saying he didn't. I wasn't there. He lived a life that he tells about it. He was a dope boy.
All of them have done that.
If you run with
the dope gang, you know. Now,
but now Sabrina.
Let me be very clear. Granted, I ain't never had nan dope boy put no gun in my head.
Period.
Hello. Okay. One.
I am the shooter.
I wasn't being cool enough. Two, it comes with the territory. They'll put my position for that.
You know why I don't respect her on that? You're going in on this man because of the life that he's acknowledged and told about. Girl, you was bragging about being Big Meech main girl. We know what went down.
Again, the rumors behind that, even with the best friend dying, I said what I said. It's still suspicious. I have a problem when you do things out of spite, and I know it.
It's almost like the people with suicide, and they're like, I'm gonna kill myself, and that's so offensive to the people who really have dealt with it and deal with it.
But let me tell y'all something for the record. Don't play with me in that area.
Don't do that, y'all.
If I hear you come somewhere, you gonna kill yourself. You gonna kill yourself. At some point, what I'm gonna tell you, go ahead and do so we can get on with life.
Not sure.
Don't play with that. Like, that's nothing to play with. Depression is real. So don't play with that.
Or rape,
because there are people who really have, it's people who really struggle with that. Don't play with that.
Don't do that.
Because once you play with it, I'm the one to say up jumps the boogie. But don't play with that, because there are really people who go through that, and it's not fair if you take my attention from them to put on you.
And I really hate that. And he's losing like money and contracts. I hate how in America you're guilty until proven innocent. He was really good in Ant-Man.
He was good in Ant-Man. His podcast is good.
Yes.
Yeah.
They've shut down filming of Family Hustle right now. They just don't.
I disagree. Something about this does not sit well with me. There are certain stories I hear and I automatically know. Like when I heard about Tim from Sweetie Pie, I could feel it. That was absolutely true.
That was absolutely true.
Yeah, that was absolutely. But this right here does not sit well with me at all. Like I said, there are too many factors in which you could have said no, in which you didn't.
Yep.
And we want to. In theory, it makes sense to say as soon as she say no, it's over. But by the time you've already been penetrated,
right?
Then when you say no,
and then even if they stop, later,
the mess has occurred. Even if you say stop after you've been something about this does not smell well with me. And I see it too many times when you see them starting to buy the block and make business moves and things like that.
It's always a problem.
We see the same.
Look at Bill.
Thing.
Look at
Bill. Look at Donald.
And I'm not saying look at Kumo.
Kumo said,
I don't care what y'all
telling you.
Kumo said, I know what y'all on.
I know what y'all on, and I'm not moving.
Right.
So and on top of that, when it comes to T.I. and Tiny, you talking about 7 children.
7.
and a
family that you used to call your nieces, and now you're like suing them and coming for that
so
bad
you
because you and your feelings.
You let him put a gun to your head, but you still like your children around him?
You got back cool with him after he supposedly put a gun in your head talking about he's an uncle and inspiring to your child. We don't buy it.
I'm not buying it. I'm not with it.
Believe he put a gun on her head.
This is the same
I don't
believe he did that, but I don't know.
If he did, she deserved it because of how she is, because her
attitude
we'll talk about
in her
mouth.
You
can't. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, we don't think.
If he did, trust me, it was a reminder. Like, don't play with me.
Yeah,
and that's coming from a person who I've had to remind people, I will hurt you.
And he said that he was like treating women are two totally different things.
It's a backstory. It's a whole backstory. So let's go ahead. Let's get into some more music, and I will tell you this from my own personal. You only got so long to run from me. I'm gonna get a heads up. I'm gonna get a heads up. I do. I get a heads up, and I'm gonna get a heads up. Yeah. But we will be right back. It is the Epiphany Suite right here on ATL's Next 100, and we'll be right back, straight like that. Welcome back to the Epiphany Suite right here on ATL's Next 100. I'm your host, Ms.Shala, your homeboy's favorite homegirl, and she is Go Jessie Go. And that was Jasmine Sullivan, 10 seconds. I'm only giving you 10 seconds to run.
Only before you feel something in the back of your head.
I ain't even tell you what's going to happen next. I'm only giving you 10 seconds to run.
You're just going to feel it.
Can we just appreciate the vocal instrument from God that is Jasmine Sullivan? Like, girl.
From busting your windows to being in love with another man, to lion, tigers, and bears.
Before I came here, in love with another man.
No, when Shala put me on Pick Up Your Feelings, I've been on that whole album, Hotels.
Let me tell you something. How y'all you know that's where I'm at right. Pick up your feelings and go. And when you pick your feelings up, don't forget to leave. Don't forget to leave. Don't forget to stay gone.
I love it.
Don't forget to say
bye.
And
girls like me, like pick up your feelings.
You can go. Grow me, but I like it.
Yeah, I just like her voice, the talent, the what she can do with her voice is amazing. But that right there, pick up your feelings and leave.
Listen
and go. While I'm cleaning up.
Not before.
When she said, I'm looking for a fuck to give.
Can't find one.
I've been looking for them for the past 2-3 weeks. Ain't found one.
I can't.
And for my country folks, y'all know what that means. One.
Nan.
Love
Alabama. Not a nan.
Not a nan one. So we had a few little comments to come in early as far as girl code. One of them was like, girl code, you never date one of your girls' dudes. You agree or disagree? Go, Jesse, go.
I agree.
Don't
do it.
Don't
even date or mess with them. I know, because you say that, you got to be specific for some people now and break it down.
Don't date, don't have sex with them, don't hook out, hang out with
them.
Don't
forget to tell it, don't plan not to tell. Don't do any of that.
Don't even look at them.
Don't.
Damn, Will.
We find out.
Damn. Don't even.
We said don't even blink they were.
Yeah.
I just I'm always of the is it worth it at the back end?
No.
Is it worth the person that you're losing? You know what I'm saying? Like you talking about maybe, let's be honest, maybe for anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes worth of pleasure. Is it worth it? You know what I mean? Like, is it really worth it? It's just certain things I just think you should not do. And I just think I shouldn't have to tell you not to do them.
Yeah. I think that's it for me. The intent, like, you should have known better. Like, it's more so a principle for me. It gets way deeper. You should have known that this just was not the way to go. And the fact that your brain didn't allow you, or how you are as a person or built as a person, to think like that.
The simple fact that your brain could not override your genitals is a problem.
Is a problem.
Because at the end of the day, sexual organs don't have brains. They do what they're supposed to do. They feel good.
They have nerves. They're muscles.
That's it. And so that's the whole thing. Just don't do it.
We also no family members.
No family members. And I think you have to be honest. I think part of girl code is being honest. Yeah. Saying, girl, you messed up. That was dumb.
Yeah.
I don't know what you did, but that was dumb. That was definitely dumb. I think part of girl code is being able to say, girl, get over him. Well, that's part of mine, because y'all know me. I have low tolerance for that.
You will.
We're not finna drag this out 2 and 3 years, and he
just
slept with 400 women since he left you. He didn't cheat on you. Y'all just broke up.
Right.
Move on. Please do. Get over him.
You will.
Mess around with you, because we'll catch a happy hour, and I will drink him away.
Yes.
Drink him away.
It'll be good, right?
Yeah, drink him away. And with that being said, let's get into this good scripture. It came. Get into this good scripture, and we'll be right back here on the Epiphany Suite. It is ATL's Next 100, and when we come back, that'll be our time. All right. Okay.
I think we did good. We did really, really, really good. Because we could have let them fly, like.
I listen.
Hello.
We could have, but let's get into this. Who can't you drink away? We're gonna, you know what? Matter of fact, because we can't drink them away, we're gonna refill our cups and see if we can drink it on not on the first round or the second round, maybe the third round of drinks. Maybe we can do that. Okay. We'll be back. It's ATL's Next 100. It's the Epiphany Suite.
Bittersweet thing, could this be a dream? Or just a same nightmare that keeps me awake? Feel it in my brain, tall shot of pain. Pour a little out now for the love that we made. Feel it in the morning, you're still here in the morning. I see you but you're gone, telephone the doctor, I'm not okay. The bottom of the bottle, to fill this empty heart up. 1,000 proof, don't change the truth. I doubt it, but I can't drink you away. I've tried Jack, I've on my brain, so I drowned it away. When the sun comes up tomorrow, you can find me doing the same. Cause I just can't forget the way we turned out this bed. And now the only thing that sleeps here is a ghost of you instead. And then I feel it in the morning, you're still here in the morning. I see you but you're gone, telephone the doctor, I'm not okay. The bottom of the bottle, to fill this empty heart up. 1,000 proof, don't take the truth. I dive in but I can't drink you away. I've tried Jack, I've tried Jim, I've tried all of them friends, but I can't drink you away. No, I can't. All these rocks, I can't swim out of this skin I'm living in. Say, tell me, baby, don't they make a medicine for heartbreak? Oh, tell me, baby, one time, come on, don't they make a medicine for heartbreak? Break it down. I can't drink you, no, I can't drink you away. I can't drink you, I can't drink you away. I can't drink you, I can't drink you away. Oh, no, I can't drink you, no, I can't drink you away. I can't drink you away. I've tried Jack, I've tried Jim, I've tried all of their friends, but I can't drink you away. No, I can't. All these rocks, I can't swim out of this skin I'm living in. Say, so tell me, baby, don't they make a medicine for heartbreak? Don't they tell me, baby, tell me, baby, one time. Don't they make a medicine for heartbreak? Yeah. Oh, good. Tell me, baby, can they make a medicine for my heartbreak? Heartbreak. Tell me, baby, can they make a medicine for my heartbreak? 'Cause I can't drink you away. I've tried Jack, I've tried Jim, I've tried all of the friends. I can't drink you away. On these rocks, I can't swim out of this skin I'm living in.
It is your homeboy's favorite homegirl, Ms.Shala. You will listen to the Epiphany Suite right here on ATL's Next 100, only on IBNXradio.com, every Wednesday from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m.
And welcome back to the Epiphany Suite right here on ATL's Next 100. I am your host, Ms.Shala. I lost my whole entire mind right there, child. I lost my whole entire mind. I'm your host, Ms.Shala, your homeboy's favorite homegirl, and she is Go Jessie Go. Hello. Hello. It is the time in which you've come to the end of the night. I sure do appreciate y'all. I always appreciate each and every Wednesday when y'all spend time with us and things like that, because time is one of those things you can't get back. So if you spend it with us, I'm appreciative of it. But it has come to the end of the night. So with We're gonna go ahead and let them know with your gender reveal party having,
and kept the shoes off.
And kept the shoes with your gender reveal party.
She even put the toe. You know how you play with your feet and point the toes up.
Yeah. How they find your social media?
Hey y'all can find me on social media 2 underscores Whitney D, WHITNEY, and the letter D.
And Whitney is available to host your red carpet events, host your events or anything like that. We will be working tomorrow at a private event. All of us, you will see us there as a package, in which we can come to your event for a price.
Hello.
Go, Jesse, go. Final thoughts for the night and social media information.
Final thoughts. Don't forget to bloom in your growth. Don't just go through your season, grow through it, okay? The weapons may form, but they will not prosper, all right? You can find me on social media at _GoJessieGo. That's at _GOJESSIGO. And you can find me on Facebook, too. But you just got to be good at it, because I'm not giving you my whole name.
I get it.
You got the first part. You got Jessica P.
Hey,
and if you're really in my business, you know my last name.
You know what? The thing is, just follow the Epiphany Suite and they don't have no problem.
Hello,
just do
that. Take you directly to it.
Yeah, just follow the Epiphany Suite and everything else will fall in line.
Boom.
Yeah, that's all that it is. But make sure you catch us each and every Wednesday, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on ATL's Next 100, only on IBNX Radio. And I said it last week and I'll say it this week. There's no miracle that has never been attached to a problem. So whatever you're going through and whatever miracle that you understand, if you have a problem, there is a miracle attached to it that is going to take care of the problem. It is what it is. And also the second part to that is that look at everything that works for you and not against you. It doesn't feel good. It does not even look good. It does not. But it's working for your good. Okay? Please keep in mind that if you were born, if you wake up, there is purpose behind that. So keep going. You got to. You owe it to yourself to see how dope you really are. You owe it to yourself. Until next Wednesday, we might have a guest, we might not. Because, child, I don't know if I need anybody up in here. Because, yo.
Couldn't get it.
You know what? I'm proud I just made it through what I made it through. But we will be back again right here on ATL's Next 100. It is your host, Ms.Shala. And go, Jesse, go. Until next Wednesday, you know what? We love y'all. And keep in mind, every day above ground is a good day. Every day above ground might not be perfect, but it always got purpose. We'll see y'all. Love y'all. Bye. Bye. Goodbye.
Yo, everybody come get your bounce on. Get your bounce on. Get your bounce on.